I wasn't hugged as a child. Hey guys, what's up? My name's Eddie Langdon, also known as Sheriff Langdon, and I'm here back with another video. First off, I just want to say thank you very much for all the subscribers that I've gotten in the last 2 months. We've gained hundreds of subscribers in an alarming amount of time, or at least for me, with me being a bowling channel, we don't get a lot of love, but I appreciate you finding me through my shorts. If you're watching this video, I just want to say thank you. I promise I'll make it worthwhile. Now you might be thinking, Eddie, you fat you read the title of this video, what's so embarrassing about bowling? The algorithm of YouTube Shorts can be a little wonky, and so a lot of people that aren't really knowledgeable about the sport of bowling walk across my channel. But I don't have any issues with that. They're curious. They want to know more. I welcome you with open arms. I'm an open-minded fat. Story number 1. I was in college, I think in my sophomore year, and I was a I got put on JV, and with me being as petty and stuck up as I was back then, I did not think I belonged on JV, and I made it very clear that I was very displeased to be on JV. So what do? I act like a total dickhead and run out every shot that I ever threw that struck. While we were bowling a tournament, it was my turn to bowl, and I was doing pretty good, so I got put in the last spot of the game in a Baker format, which basically means that like I had like the last few frames of the game in the middle and the end, which were the most crucial frames because we all bowl one game. So I totally just look up Baker style bowling, whatever. So I was the anchor, and what had happened was that I decided that I was gonna do a split and run out the shot as I let go of the ball. So I threw a shot that I knew was good off my hand, so I run out of lane, and I kind of do like this split thing, like this way. I ripped my pants wide open. I was wearing black pants, and luckily I was wearing black underwear, so a lot of people didn't notice, except my team. I went on the bus, and I just asked my coach if, like, I was like, yo, can we go to like Walmart? Like, I ripped... The crotch just went. So this story, I was on my way to a tournament called the Top Dog, and it's in Atlanta, which is 2 hours away from where I live. So I was going to Atlanta, and before I go to like any big tournament, I always stop at the Buc-ee's by my house because I like getting my giant Diet Coke because that's the choice of all fat white people. And I always get my cranberry chicken salad croissant because I'm a fancy ass. So as I got my cranberry croissant and my soda, I left, and I don't get no small soda. I get like the big fat ass soda because I'm not gonna spend 80 cents and not get the giant fat ass soda because I'm a fat ass bitch. So I get my soda and my sandwich and I leave. So long story short, I get to Atlanta, and I realize, wow, I didn't get any money, and I have to pay for the entry fee. So I go to the bank next to the tournament, and this is where it gets kind of great. So I pull into the ATM, like drive-through lane of the bank, and there's a car in front of me taking forever. Like, this dude took like 15 minutes, and I'm really lucky I showed up early. Well, lucky at the time, you'll see in a second. So I'm waiting for the guy to go in front of me, and he's just like sitting there on his phone, and all of a sudden my bladder starts screaming at the top of its lungs. Yeah, like my bladder just starts howling. So I go, oh, I really have to piss. And so my plan was that I was going to hurry and get my money, then leave, then use the restroom at the bowling center, because it was literally like right there. Like I could walk to the bowling center. So I was in my car, and I was just like, okay, like I need to go. So I was just I punched in the pin to my card, and the machine ate my card, and it spit out my card to like so I could take the money. Well, I couldn't wait no longer, so I took the cup that I got from Buc-ee's, and I start pissing in the cup. And I'm thinking like, oh, it's fine, it can wait until I'm done pissing. Well, I didn't know that ATMs nowadays have a safety feature where if your card's stuck in the slot for like a certain amount of time, it eats the card. I'm peeing in a cup, and mid-piss, the card just goes zoom, back into the f***ing machine. Did y'all hear that? So as I finish pissing, I'm like, how do I get my card back? Turns out I could not get my card back. It gave me a number to call. It was a disconnected phone number, and I was stuck in Atlanta with no gas and no cash, and I did not have any dignity left to walk in and tell my friends what had happened, so I just drove home on whatever gas I had left, and yeah. My next story is I was bowling a tournament in South Carolina, and it was called the Midland Elite Series. So we had just finished the practice session and we were on our way to qualifying. Well, we get done qualifying and I finished 5th. Well, no. Yeah, I finished 5th. And we had to go into the top 5 step ladder. So, I throw my first shot, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I had to and so I had to hit. And so, I throw my first shot, and it struck, and all of a sudden, like, I'm crowning. It was getting pretty bad. And so I go I was just like, okay, let me just like finish the rest of this game and then we're gonna go. No, my body could not wait no longer. So my opponent is bowling and I'm standing up and I'm so thankful this happened. So a pin got stuck in the table that sets the pins down and they couldn't get a full rack. And all of a sudden, I just feel off the side of my leg, just something running down my thigh. And I'm just like, I shit myself. So, so I go, I didn't know what to do. So I go, and I had an extra pair of pants in my car. They were not the same pants though. So as they were like fixing the lane, they opted to, they originally just wanted to move us to the next pair over, and I was like, no, I want to stay here. Not because I like that pair better, but I wanted time so I could change the pants that I shitted in. So I go, and as they're fixing the lane, I just say, hey, I gotta go run to my car really quick. I was wearing long black slacks, thank God, and it was winter, and I had a pair of shorts in my car. So what I did was I grabbed the shorts, I ran back inside, and I was just like, I I have like underwear, like what do I do? And so I bit the bullet. I threw away my underwear in the trash can, and yeah, I threw away the pants too. I threw my pants and my underwear in the trash can. I come out commando, wearing shorts, and they asked like, oh, why'd you change your pants? And I was just like, oh, I got really hot and I wanted shorts, and that was a fat lie. I was freezing the rest of the match. So yeah, I crapped myself, and I won that match, but I got my ass beat the next match, but I finished 4th. Now this last story is actually really, really gross. So when I was in college, this is my junior year of college. We had an athletic center, and inside the athletic center, like, there was a gym, a swimming pool, and there was also an 8-lane bowling center, which the bowling team practiced in. So we practiced in the bowling center, and so this is how dedicated I was to the game. Like, I spent easily like 40 hours a week in there. Like, it's really embarrassing to admit now, but I was just always in there. Like, whether we had team practice or not, it was just like I did my homework in there, and then I bowled, I ate dinner, then I went to go bowl in there afterwards. And there was a period where like you were allowed to stay after hours, but they implemented a curfew. Well, not a curfew, they just had business hours and you weren't allowed to stay in there anymore. But my determined ass was like, no, that's not gonna stop me. What happened was that it was a Friday night, and I stayed past the closing. I hid in the office in the bowling center and waited for all the lights to turn off and the dude that like locks the door or whatever to walk out. So lights went off, he locked the door, went out, and I said, yes, I'm free. So I leave the office and I go to bowl. So while I'm practicing, I hear a door open outside, and it was campus security. And I start freaking out. I'm like, I was like, oh no. And so I ran for the circuit breaker, flipped the lights, and I ran out the side of the door, but I put a rock in the doorway so I can get in. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna wait outside until the security guard leaves, then I'm gonna go back inside and bowl. This dude stood there for 30 minutes just playing on his phone in the bowling center. It would not leave the bowling center. Like, I had and all of a sudden I just couldn't take it anymore. Like, I really had to go, and I really wanted to bowl. So there's this cliff outside of our bowling center, like at the college. So I took my pants off and I dumped off the cliff. I took off the hill, and my just plummeted to the bottom of the hill. I kicked off the rest of it off the side, and I used my socks as toilet paper. And the guard left, and I just finished my practice session without any socks on. So yeah, those are my most embarrassing bowling stories as of today. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Please subscribe and I'll do more of these videos. And also comment below on some videos that I should do. All you bowlers and non-bowlers alike. I want to make everybody happy. So yeah, let me know what shit you want to see and I'll make it happen. Bye.